The world teaches you to flee from pain. They sell you comfort like a sedative, a slow poison that numbs the soul's hunger for more. Look around at the modern trance. We are surrounded by noise, yet hollow inside, trading our potential for the safety of a shallow and easy life. But history tells a different story. No legendary sword was ever forged in lukewarm water. Greatness requires the heat of the furnace and the strike of the hammer. The code of greatness is not found in comfort. It is hidden within the way you face your own darkness when the world turns its back on you. Look into the eyes of those who have truly lived. You will find scars, but also a light that never goes out, fueled by the fires of struggle. Even in the deepest abyss, the human spirit finds its way. Pain is not the end of the road, it is the raw material for your transformation. Every struggle you face is a blow that shapes your character. Without the pressure, you remain soft. With the fire, you become a weapon of destiny. So I ask you now, as you stand at the threshold of your own potential, what is your excuse? Is it fatigue or is it merely fear? Most people die at 25 and aren't buried until 75 because they let their excuses kill their dreams. Don't let your story end in a whisper. Stop lying to yourself. The discomfort you feel is the call of your higher self, demanding that you burn away everything that no longer serves you. The path to power begins when you stop avoiding the storm and start becoming the storm itself. It is time to unlock the hidden code of greatness. Friedrich Nietzsche did not celebrate a shallow happiness. He praised the capacity to endure. He saw the Übermensch as a bridge over the abyss of humanity. Your dark power is not evil. It is the primal energy suppressed by your pain. When you integrate your shadow, you gain access to your true strength. To become a Superman, you must first be willing to be consumed by your own fire. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes? Nietzsche's philosophy is a call to war against your own limitations. It is the realization that your greatest enemy and your greatest ally both lie within. Nature teaches us this alchemy through the diamond. A piece of coal that stayed the course under crushing weight, refusing to break until it became brilliant. You are that coal. The pressure of your life, the weight of your failures, these are not burdens. They are the tools creating your internal brilliance. Transformation is a violent process. It requires the destruction of the old version of you to make room for the one who can rule their destiny. Embrace the isolation that comes with growth. The higher you climb the mountain of self-mastery, the thinner the air becomes and the fewer people you'll see. Right now, stop for 3 seconds. Close your eyes and see the version of you that has already conquered everything you are currently afraid of. What does that version of you look like? How do they walk? How do they speak? Write down one word that describes that version in the comments. That word is your anchor. It is the name of your future self calling you forward from the darkness. Do not let the silence drown it out. Consider Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man on earth, writing his meditations while his empire crumbled and his body failed him in the freezing cold. He didn't complain about the weight of the crowns. He used the chaos of war to sharpen his mind, turning every obstacle into a path for action. The Stoic path is not about emotionless living. It is about using your internal fire to light the way when the external world goes dark. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. These words were written in the blood and sweat of reality. Fast forward to a garage in California. Steve Jobs betrayed and fired from the company he created. A public humiliation that could have broken anyone. But Jobs saw the lightness of being a beginner again. He used the pain of rejection to fuel the most creative period of his entire life. He transformed a crushing defeat into a global revolution. He didn't just survive the fire, he became the architect of a new digital world. When you are stripped of everything, you finally find out what you are made of. The void is where true vision is born and nurtured. Behold the warriors of the modern age, Navy SEAL during Hell Week. They are pushed beyond human limits until the only thing left is pure will. They don't finish because they are the strongest, they finish because they have learned to love the pain. They have turned suffering into their fuel. Then there is Nick Vujicic. Born without limbs, facing a world that told him he was broken. Yet he stands taller than most men ever will. He didn't wait for a miracle, he became the miracle. His life is a living proof that the spirit has no limits if the mind refuses to quit. These giants did not become great despite their pain. They became great because of it. They understood that the wound is where the light enters. They shared a secret: nurture the fire. When you are pushed to the edge, that is when your shadow power finally wakes up and takes control. You are currently standing in your own fire. Don't ask for it to stop. Ask for the strength to let it forge you into something eternal. Most are raised to be like glass sculptures, beautiful and perfect in a controlled environment, but shattered the moment the real world hits them. Fragility is a trap. If your confidence depends on everything going right, you are living on borrowed time. One storm is all it takes to break you. Don't be the glass that breaks. Don't be the person who falls apart when the plan fails or when someone lets you down. Build something deeper. The storm is coming for everyone. It doesn't care about your feelings or your plans. It only cares about what is strong enough to remain. Choose to be the ancient oak. Its bark is rough and scarred, its branches have been broken by 1,000 winters, yet it remains rooted and proud. The scars on the oak are not marks of failure, they are medals of survival. Every storm that didn't kill the tree only made its roots deeper. True power is being anti-fragile. It is the ability to not just survive the chaos, but to actually grow stronger because of the disruption and pain. The wind tries to pull it down, but the oak uses the force to strengthen its core. It thrives where the glass would have vanished long ago. On its bark you can read the history of resistance. This is the art of amor fati, the love of one's fate, no matter how harsh it is. Accepting your life as it is, while having the courage to make it what it should be. That is the secret of the oak and the sage. Stop trying to avoid the wind. Start building the roots that can withstand it. Greatness is the result of standing when others have fallen. Be the one who welcomes the challenge. Be the one who stands tall in the wreckage of the world. Be the oak, not the glass. Philosophy is dead if it is not lived. Theory is a ghost without practice. It is time to build your own map for the coming battle. Apply the 3-second rule when chaos hits. First, stop. Second, detach yourself from the emotion. Third, choose the response of a king, not a victim. This tiny gap between stimulus and response is where your freedom lies. In that second, you decide whether to be a slave or a master. Do not let the world dictate your mood. Own your reactions and you own your life. This is the first tool in your arsenal of greatness. Seneca's secret was simple: preparation. Spend 20 minutes every morning visualizing the worst things that could happen today, and prepare your mind for them. By the time the trouble arrives, you have already conquered it in your mind. You are not surprised, you are ready for the weight of reality. Then at night examine your soul. What did you do well? Where did you fail? Be your own strictest judge and your own kindest mentor. The examined life is a fortress. Every day you audit your thoughts, you strengthen the walls of your character against the madness of the world. Time is the only thing we truly own, and yet we spend it like it is infinite. Every grain of sand is a piece of your life passing. Are you wasting your time on things you cannot control? Stop fighting the wind and start adjusting your sails. Focus only on what is yours. Draw a circle around your will. Inside that circle is your power, outside is noise. Let the noise fade into the background where it belongs. Right now, identify one thing that has been haunting you that you cannot change. Visualize it as a weight and let it go into the depths. Release the burden. You are not responsible for the world's chaos, only for your own peace. Breathe in your power, breathe out the unnecessary stress. Now focus your energy. A scattered mind is weak, but a focused mind is unstoppable. Direct your fire toward the one goal that truly matters. The map is in your hands, the tools are in your mind. The only thing left to do is to take the first step into the fire. Pain did not come to destroy you. It came to unlock the sleeping giant within. It is the friction that creates the spark of your true genius. Every tear, every failure, and every moment of despair was a payment. You have bought your own strength through the currency of your endurance. You are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You are the architect of your fates. You have decoded the secret of those who rule themselves. Don't pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. For in the heat of that difficulty you become unbreakable. Mastery is not a destination. It is a daily choice. It is the decision to rise when you want to sleep and to act when you are afraid. Power is the result of discipline. It is the energy of your shadow channeled into the service of your highest vision for yourself and the world. Your destiny is not written in the stars. It is written in the choices you make when no one is watching and when everything is falling apart. The code is solved. The gate is open. The only question left is, do you have the courage to walk through and never look back? Go now. Take your pain and turn it into your scepter. Take your darkness and turn it into your light. The world is waiting for you. Remember, greatness is not a gift for the few. It is a choice for the many who are brave enough to suffer for their truth. Step out into the world and make your life a masterpiece. Own your power, own your fate. The journey starts right now.